Is it better now? It should be better now. Can y'all hear me now? Or is it still low? Let's turn it up more. Louder? Okay. How about that? Is that better? Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Is that better? Is that better? Can you guys hear me now? Testing, mic check 1 2. On the way to third. Is it good or should I turn it up more? I feel like it's okay. This is a fan-made OST. Put it in the chat. Okay, let me take a look here. So we're gonna be debating Racer AOT again today. How do you guys? I was saying, do you guys like the new cam quality? Cause I got a new camera. I think it looks a lot better, but I don't know if I want to make I don't know if I want to make this box bigger. But I feel like it's a good size. I don't want it to be like all over, you know. Let's see. Nope. Why is it beneath that? Oh. Duh. Oops. Get that out the way. It's scary. I think it's pretty good. Needs to get a haircut though. Doomers versus Hopium. Why is it called Tatacaw? Because it's funny. Yeah, I think it's good too. Alright, bet. Bet. Alright, so let me pull up this window really quick. How y'all day been? What's up with it, man? Y'all excited for episode 4 of Attack on Titan? Season 4 part 2? I'm excited. I think they're gonna do a good job. I think it's gonna be very entertaining. I hope that the whole episode is not just like dialogue like it was with Zeke and Eren, because that shit was boring. I'm sorry, bro. I was not entertained at all. So hopefully they mix it up. Because you can make dialogue entertaining if you do it right. Like for example, when the conversation between Eren and Levi, if they should bring back Erwin or Armin, or in season 2, when Reiner took Eren, the conversation they had in the trees. So you definitely can make a conversation entertaining for sure if you do it right. So I don't know. Hopefully they did. Hopefully they go crazy with it. I'm very excited to see what they do. What OST do you think they will use when the laws collapse? I don't know. I'd have to see the way they animate it. If they animate it at the speed of light, like they animate everything else, then I don't know. But if they animate it like slowly, then you know, it just depends on the pacing. Music is a bit loud. Okay. How about that? Ending defenders. It's not about bodying them, man. It's just about hearing their side. People say that this isn't really a debate. debates have like moderators and shit like that. Like, okay, yeah, but it's more like if you guys ever seen Louder and then Crowder, it's more like change my mind. Like, like if someone could make a meme for me of my face sitting in the chair and with the coffee mug, and then with the coffee mug, and then a fucking sign that says the ending of Attack on Titan was trash. Changed my mind. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. You don't think this OST is good? I think it's all right. I just feel like it's way too it's not unique. It's not as unique as other Attack on Titan OSTs. I don't think it's bad though. I just feel like you could put this in anything. Like if you heard this on a trailer for a movie of any movie, would you really think this is Attack on Titan music? Like Attack on Titan's original music has a very unique sound. Like it's hard to explain it, but it's like like a German type influence, you know, like it's hard to explain. I know it's a remix, but I'm just saying. All right, let's see. Yeah, I know. Like, it's not fair to try to compete with geniuses. Sawano, come on. But I mean, I understand that. But why not just use that shit? Why not just use that? You have it. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, Ashes on the Fire is not bad at all. It's perfectly reasonable music, but it's not on the level of Attack. If Ashes on the Fire, I get it like a 7, 8. You know, it's solid music, but every song before was 10 out of 10. It's not. It's not. I haven't like the Attack on Titan music was better. Some of those songs, Voggle, UC Big Girl, Attack on D. These are some of the best orchestral like compositions I have heard in my life. I'm not talking about just in Attack on Titan. I'm talking about anywhere, like ever. Movies, film, it don't matter. It's the best. Like I ain't heard shit better than that. Techno opera, exactly. No, it's not different. It's the same show. It's the same show. It's the same dilemmas. Y'all think because it's Eren is a bad guy now that the music has to be, oh man, I'm a bad guy now. No, it's still the same dilemmas. It's the same thing. Human beings struggling. Human beings versus evil, versus whatever their problem may be. Oppositions, death, destruction, chaos, sadness, anger, rage, optimism. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's not a different show. The only reason why it's different is because the animation is different. If Wit had took over, it would feel the same, but it don't feel the same because when I read the manga, I didn't think it was a difference between chapter 100 and chapter 80. I thought it was the same fucking story. Where y'all getting difference from? Yeah, I'm gonna react to this video, in the intermission probably or after the debates are over. All right. Appreciate you. It's a different POV, yes. But just because it's a different POV doesn't mean the themes have changed. The themes are the exact same. It's the same story. Call of Silence is great. Yes. I just don't understand why y'all think it's a different show. I just don't get it. I really don't understand. It's the same shit. Which video, Tyler? It's Kadantra's fault. What dropped it? It is Kadantra's fault. But I don't know why. I don't know why people. I don't know why people acting like it's a different show, man. I just don't get it. But all right, so I debated this guy named Super J before, so he's back. So this is like a rematch debate. I want to rematch Ben, but he never wants to get on anymore. I don't think he has anything to say. Yeah, I have a Discord. Let me send a link to the Discord in here. This is the Discord. Join the Discord. We got like 500 people in here now, don't we? Let me see. I haven't even checked. Let me see server settings. We have 450 members. Yep. So join in the fun. All right, here we go. All right, unmute. Okay. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, oh shit, my throat. Yeah,
You good?
yeah, dude, I'm fucking. I don't know. I think I'm good. I'm good. Hold up. Let me get some water real quick.
Get you some water, man.
Yeah, bro. Damn. Yeah, it was good, bro.
What's going on, man? How you been?
Yeah, I've been chilling, bro. Yo, what happened last week, bro? What? Was
I was sick like you.
Oh man, crazy.
But
Uh,
so what did you want to debate about today?
yeah, right. I wanted to debate about some that you were talking. You're talking to. Remember that dude you're talking to?
Which one?
Before me. The
Uh,
first, yeah, that one dude
Ben.
who was like, yeah, Ben, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about how Eren
Oh, I got
wouldn't.
it too low. Hold on one second. One second.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
So he was talking to him about how like he Eren wouldn't want to destroy the world if the people outside are nice and shit, right? They're good
Mm-hmm.
people.
Yeah.
And even though I do agree with that, you just also said that he wouldn't be annoyed about the fact that there are humans outside the wall, even though they were, good people.
Right.
So you think that, if the
It's
people
too
outside
low.
the wall, you thought the people outside the walls were, chill or like vibed or whatever, he wouldn't be like disappointed in the fact that they existed.
Right.
Like,
Absolutely.
you think so?
I know so. The story prove
Bro,
it. He didn't want to kill. He was cool with Yelena, wasn't he?
yeah, he was cool with them and all that. But the fact is that when he found out that there were humans, like in the notebook, at least of his dad's book, you know, he got a little disappointed in the fact that they existed. He's like,
No,
that's
he got disappointed in the fact that they want to kill them. That's what he got disappointed about. You forgetting
nah,
that
bro.
part.
That's not what it was supposed to portray. Because what would be the point? What would be significance in that statement if it was just because, like, who wouldn't be annoyed at the fact that people are trying to kill them? Like, that's such
Exactly.
a.
Who wouldn't be?
It's like, who wouldn't be? There's something more to that. It's
Well,
not just
Armin wasn't.
obviously
Mikasa
Armin
wasn't.
wasn't.
All them playing in the water, they were fine with it for a little bit because they were not willing. They were not realizing the gravity of the situation at that time, like Eren was.
Nah, but the thing is, Aaron's a bit different in that vibe. He does have a grander idea. He cares more about the whole euphoricity, just playing fields, all that bullshit. Because you always keep talking about it in the early seasons. You know what I mean? When you be
He
telling it,
he wasn't talking about it. Armin was.
Armin was, but then he's the one who would bring it up more often than he would
He
later in
would
the
bring
other.
it up because those were physical examples of what was being withheld from him because of the Titans. Under his assumption, it was because of the Titans. And if he killed all the Titans, they would be free to explore the world and have that freedom. But once he found out that Titans were not the problem, it was people, Now it's a completely different scenario.
No, but see, even though that is true, like yeah, obviously. But the thing is, when he said, why would he say if he felt like that? Why didn't he say it like that? He literally said it
He
as if
did say it like that. He said, "Once all of our enemies are destroyed, will we finally be free?" Those was his exact words. He didn't say
no,
once all the people are destroyed. He said all of our enemies.
like yeah, yeah. But I'm talking about, but in the 131, why did he say his their existence disappointed them? Why do you say that their existence
No, he didn't
disappointed?
say their existence. He said when he realized there
He,
were people living outside the walls, he was so disappointed, and he was disappointed because lots of those people were evil, and he wasn't.
but,
It wasn't so simple. It wasn't so easy for him to just kill Titans. It wasn't so simple and easy. Like how
wait,
that's what he was disappointed about.
you pull up 131 real quick, bro. Pull up 131. Pull up the. Can you pull it up on
I
like?
got you. I pulled it up.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
No problem.
Yeah,
All right. Which page you talking? You want me to go to the one where he says I was disappointed?
yeah. Just that's a.
Wait a second.
I'm gonna look at it too. Also,
Here you go. When I found out humanity still lives outside the walls, I was disappointed. That's what he said.
wait, hold on. Let me see.
I mean, I don't even know if this is. Let me go to a different one because that shit kind of funky.
When I found out humanity still lives outside the walls. Yeah, that's what you said. I think that's the proper. That's what I see too. Now, see, you can take that. When I found out humanity as a whole, he's talking about all of humanity, humans, just human beings.
Yeah, when he found out human beings lived outside the wall, he was disappointed. Exactly.
Now, with that statement, you're gonna take that as because of the fact that they wanted to kill him.
Yes.
But the thing is, that isn't necessarily what he's trying to portray. When he opened the book, okay, let's say when he opened the book, right? When he opened his dad's book, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you read something, you know when you're like reading the book, when you're reading it, you can like when you read certain statements while you read a book, sometimes as you're reading it, you might see something like, oh, what the fuck, you might think about it for a little bit and then keep reading, would you say? But then once you finish the whole book, you might have a full consensus of the book you're reading. But as you're reading it, you might be bringing up thought. You might be having thoughts as you're reading the book, right?
Right.
Now, when he read his dad's book, the Grisha's book, when they first got to the basement,
Mm-hmm.
one of the first statements that were given to them, I think like the first statement was the fact that humans lived outside the walls, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yeah, and this is before, because the only enemies that they had were just the Titans. He didn't know where they were from,
Yeah,
what
he
they
didn't
were
know
doing.
until he read the books. That's right.
Now, when he read that first statement of how humans exist outside the walls, he was probably disappointed in that statement at that moment in time as he was reading when he first read that.
No.
How,
You just assuming.
but you're also assuming.
I
You're
guess
also
I
having
guess
an
so.
assumption.
I guess so. But my thing
Assumption.
is my assumption is backed up with facts. Because if he was
But
disappointed in all humans, regardless of whether they wanted to kill him or not, then what you're saying is even if those people did not want to kill Eren, if they did not want anything to do, they did not want to hurt him, they were on his side, he would still want them dead.
that's not true, because
Obviously
disappointment.
not.
It's like a disappointment, because the lingo, the word of disappointment, you doesn't mean you're angry or you're mad or you have some sort of
Right.
angry, but you can be disappointed in that fact. Like, oh, really? Like, when you're something happens and you're disappointed about it, you're like, oh, damn, like, what the fuck? But you're not like tight about it. You want
Okay.
that shit gone.
So let me ask you a question. Why is Eren disappointed to you?
Why is he disappointed?
Yeah, why?
Because he was
He just wants the
expecting.
world to be empty.
He wants that type of reality
He
with
wants
the.
he wants the world to be empty. That's why he's disappointed.
That's why he's disappointed. He
Wow.
always like that. Like, listen, right. That is
Bro, come
that is the
on,
point.
bro. How
That is,
could you
bro,
possibly believe that? His dad
because
literally came from outside the walls.
yeah, but he didn't know that.
Yes, yes, he did.
He didn't
He
know
knew
that until
that.
he
He
read the
knew that
book.
his dad came from outside the walls. He just didn't know where he came from, but he knew he came from outside the walls.
How did he know that?
He
He didn't know
did
that
know
before.
that.
He didn't know it
Everybody
before
knew
the
that he
book.
came from outside the walls. Everybody knew.
Before the book, oh, because of the key shaders talk or whatever.
Yeah,
I thought they.
because everybody
Okay,
knew he
but
was.
that's not gonna change the fact
So
that
he
he
was
was.
disappointed that his dad was from outside the walls too.
He was important as his
Damn it,
dad.
Dad! Why are you
He
out
said
there?
that
I want the world to be empty.
no, but he didn't. That's not what it. That's not what he's not talking about. He's not. But he's not angry at his dad. He's not angry at
Well, he was
anybody.
disappointed in his dad.
He was disappointed in his dad.
Well,
This
why
is the
not? He was from outside the walls too.
yeah. Now, but see, the thing is, right? He was disappointed in the idea of humanity existing. It's a small layer that Isayama wanted to have
Yes, he
in,
was disappointed in humanity existing. But
like,
why? It couldn't be just because he wanted to explore, bro.
it
That could
wasn't
not be the
because
reason.
it wasn't obviously it wasn't the main reason because it's like all right, but
No,
it
no, no,
is
no, no. We're not talking about the friends and that. We're not bringing that shit up. Just this point alone, he
okay.
was not disappointed because he couldn't explore with no interruptions. Like, even if there are people, how are they stopping him from exploring? If they were cool with him, he still could explore. Why is he so fixated on them not being there? Why he
because
want only the people? Why he want only his homies to exist? He only
because
want
listen,
Eldians within the wall to exist?
because think about it, all his life, right? He's already lived around humans. He already has this idea, this belief that they're the only ones inside the wall. He thinks that all the people inside these walls are the only ones who exist in the world. He's already
Yes,
been people.
he
You know what
did
I
think
mean?
that.
He's already used to that shit.
Yes.
So outside of it, having more people is nothing fucking cool or great that he would think. So that's cool. More people, like, bro, he doesn't care about that. He already has people. And at this point, he wants something different out there. He's expecting there to be, beautiful field, all that shit.
Beautiful fields. There
So,
are. There are. He didn't even go to see
okay,
any of
okay,
them. He
okay,
didn't even go to
okay.
see any of them. If he wanted to see those fields so bad, why didn't he go anywhere except Marley?
Bro, because that shit is deep. Like, you want to go to that's deep. You gotta like go. You gotta get a
He could have
whole.
went. He got a
But
whole
either
title. He
way,
could have went wherever he wanted to go,
he could have. He could have.
but
But
he didn't want
the thing,
to.
the thing is, just that he did it. He did. It's not that he did it. He did obviously, but what would there be? What would be the point in that statement if it was not trying to refer to something bigger than the
I
fact
just
that?
told you what the point was, bro. I
But
literally
that.
just told you what the point was. You just
I,
don't want to accept that as the point because you know if it does, then the ending is dog shit. You just don't
I
want
mean,
to
the
accept it.
ending is still. That's the thing. Like ending is still. It's still like not really a good ending, but
No, dog shit.
it's dog shit. But like also he was in 139 with the whole playing fields. He was trying to refer to this state, this hero we're talking about. Yeah, with the whole, you know. But the thing is, even though it sounds weird, I get what you're trying to say. Like it seems weird, just like you just want you just don't like you just don't want you can still explore shit. Like why you acting like you can't just do that?
Yeah,
You
we do
don't.
that all the time. Do I have to kill all
But
the humans? Do you want me
but
to go explore the Bahamas? I gotta kill
but
all the humans first? That doesn't make sense, bro. Eren would have to be a psychopath for that to make sense.
but he is. So he
He is
is.
not. He's not a psychopath.
He's not. He might not be a psychopath, but he's not a regular. He's not a regular type dude. He's not a normal person. He's definitely not normal. You know,
I
you can't say he's
mean,
normal.
I didn't say he
There's
was
no
normal,
way.
but he's definitely not a psychopath.
He might not be a psychopath, but he might not be a psychopath, but he definitely has a different kind of thinking from other regular people in terms of like reality. He's not the natural, normal type kind of person.
Yeah, because of
Definitely.
what he been through, though. Who has been through something like that?
But even
If
even
you were
you
a
know,
if
But
you
think
were a
about
Holocaust survivor and you had the ability to kill all the Nazis, I could understand.
when he was a kid, right? Think about when he was a kid and you see Mikasa. If a
Yeah.
regular kid was in that fucking
Yes, he's
moment,
not. I understand he's not a regular kid, but
yeah.
I understand he's not a regular
So
kid. But that don't mean that he's crazy. That don't mean he's a psychopath just because he's not regular.
he's not no, he's not a psycho. I'm
Well,
not
that's
saying
all I
he
said. He's not a psychopath. I ain't say he was
yeah.
regular.
Yeah. But he's not the you don't gotta be you don't gotta be a fucking he's not like a psycho. Obviously he's not a psycho, and this isn't really meaning that he is a psycho, but he's just definitely a little bit on the other on the on a different kind of vibe than other people. And this
Okay,
can
so
be
let me ask you
this
a
can
question. Let
flag.
me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Now, since you really wanna stick to this, let me just destroy it completely.
Yeah.
If Eren wanted to destroy the outside world so that he could explore the
No,
world
no, no, no. He did it. He
without,
did it. I'm not get. He did it. I do
no,
not think. I don't think he wanted to destroy the world because he wanted the reality of it being barren, like in
well then
Armin's book.
that's what you've been saying this whole time.
I was not saying that.
Then what are you
Not that.
saying?
I'm just saying that he was disappointed in the fact that they're outside the walls. Not necessarily that he wanted to destroy it so that it was like the reality he wanted. Even though 139 was basically making it out to be that way.
They weren't.
I
It wasn't. 139 even wasn't doing that. But okay,
was kind of trying to refer. It wasn't really. It was kind of trying to refer to the idea that he kind of liked the idea of it being because remember how he was saying Armin was like Armin was like why'd you do it? And he was like I don't know like I just wanted to do it at all costs and it was just like kind of I still don't even really get what the fuck that was even supposed to be really so I'm not gonna bring that up but he was he was disappointed in that fact he
he's
didn't want to
disappointed.
if he sees on Yingapon and all of them, you can still be cool. You can still be cool with these people. You can get over the fact that there's humans outside the wall. Like damn, that kind of sucks. But this is how it is. I'm gonna live with it, get over it, and still be around those people. People, you can do that when you're disappointed in something. You can get over that kind of stuff. If you're angry at it, you're mad. That'd be a different story. But it was just more of a disappointment. It wasn't a resentment.
Well, I
You
never
know.
said that. I never said it was a resentment. I'm asking you because you're
Okay.
saying that he didn't want to kill these people so that the world would be barren. So why did he want to kill them?
Why you want? Oh, because no, because that was because he had to do it. He had to do that. He had no choice based on that was his only option compared to all the other things that were going
Okay.
on.
So
So
then, how
that
can
was,
we say that he did it because he wanted the world to be barren? That's the part I'm. You were that was you were originally defending that.
I
So you,
wasn't defending that. I was defending the fact that he was just disappointed in it. Being disappointed in it doesn't have to
okay,
go.
so you don't think he wanted to destroy the outside world but he was just disappointed because humans existed, but he didn't want to
Yeah,
kill them.
yeah, yeah.
And he was disappointed because they existed at all, not because they were racist.
Yes, at all. That is what he was trying to refer to. Ishan
So
was trying to.
he was disappointed in Yelena for existing.
Yeah, at first, at first that beginning, I can say, and if at first when he found out, what are you saying? When he found out, not this whole time. He's not talking about this whole
Also,
time. He
he
said,
found out
I,
that he was
when I
disappointed.
found
He
out.
was disappointed, and now he's not no more.
I mean, probably. I mean, we don't know. Probably not. I don't think he would be. I doubt it, especially after being around all those people and like being around.
So then,
He
what's the
told Ryan.
point in putting this scene while he's destroying the world? Then, if it's not his state of mind.
I think it's trying to. I think. Well, it's supposed to be like this. This like it's supposed to add like this layer with how he kind of wants them I guess wants it all go away but at the same time it's mixed in with, even though it's his only option, he kind of does have this small idea in his mind that he kind of wants it all to go away at the same time. Because, like, you see, because he's always been conflicting with himself and his mind throughout the story, you know? Even when 130 chapter beforehand, he said, you know, he had his inner monologue. He says, I don't know when it started. I don't know when I was going to be doing this. I wanted this, but he doesn't know why he wanted this, but he said, I wanted this. You know, he's already, like, talking with himself. And even in season one, remember season one when he was fighting Annie?
Yeah.
He says, I'm going to destroy the world. As he's going to bite her neck off, he's saying he's free. And it's just like, you can see that he's just conflicting with his own mind and ideals, you know? So.
I was about to say that, Tony, but he doesn't believe that, so. I mean, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how we could possibly jump to that conclusion. If you think that he was just disappointed, then he stopped being disappointed at some point. I don't know. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that's the. I don't feel like this. That's the reason why that's there. Isayama chose to put that. Isayama chose to put that announcement that Eren made in this exact moment in the story right before he stomps Ramsey to a pulp. So I can't just assume that he just put that there just because he put that there because he was trying to show Eren's state of mind at that time and why he did what he did.
No, you're right. So I'm gonna say actually that he still probably was disappointed, and he can still be with Yelena and shit and be disappointed in the fact that she's there. Like, oh, fucking.
Oh
You
my
can
god, bro. So he's just around Yelena making plans with her, planning all this shit. Yeah. He's like, I'm just so disappointed in you, Yelena. Oh my god, I can't fucking stand you.
Right.
Why do you exist? I want my world to be barren. I want there to be nothing here. Why are you here?
Did this nigga ever even show that he even liked this John? No.
Oh, good. He showed that he liked Falco. He didn't want Falco to become a Titan.
But he goes.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He didn't want a lot of people to become a Titan.
He didn't. He cared. He cared.
Yep, he sure did.
But now, that there is no need to put in that statement. There is no need.
Yes, there was. We hadn't seen Eren's perspective yet. It was definitely a need to put that there.
But that statement, especially with how it's put in, would mean nothing. It was just referring to something like that because it's just so right.
It does mean something. It means a lot.
Oh,
it shows when it shows Eren's point of view. It shows that the fact that people were so cruel hurt him so much. That's why he's crying. He was disappointed at what he had to do. The reason why that's there is to show us that Eren doesn't really want to do this, but he doesn't have a choice. We didn't know that until this chapter.
Yeah, you did.
But you could apply it, but you didn't know. Now you know that he didn't have a choice. Now you know that he's not doing it just for him. He's doing it because he has no choice, and that's very important. Y'all niggas give me gray hair, bro.
Bro, this dude stating it, he said, bro, he knows there are good people in this world.
Yep.
He knows that it's definitely not everyone's trying to kill him. He knows that there's some people that, you know, are good and people who are bad. He gets that idea, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And to say that all of humanity living outside the walls. He found out all humanity lives outside the walls. Why would it just be because some of them are trying to kill him?
Because that's what he's disappointed about.
But he said that all. He said all. He said humanity itself.
Yes, but that's just a general term.
Why would he have a general term for a small
because he's
only
talking, he's expressing his feelings right now. He isn't gonna say, and plus Ramsey doesn't even understand what he's saying, so he doesn't have to be very specific. But if he, but what did you expect him to say? When I learned that some humans lived outside the wall, not all of them, because there are some good people, but when some people do it, I was really upset because they want to kill us, and I was so disappointed. He didn't have to say all that because you should be able to understand that that's what he's saying. Obviously, he's talking about that.
nah, bro, nah. When
No, they think he's lying when he said that. Hello.
he was he
No,
wasn't
not that,
lying.
not that. I'm talking about something else. Someone in my Discord. They think he's lying when he says that. So you can't use that as proof because he was just lying.
See, but the thing is, right? The thing is, right? Him. Thing is, there's a few keywords in the statement. One keyword is him finding out about it, right? I mean, well, you're right. Like you said, you finished the way, and then you had to be, but him he said it as if like once the moment he found out about them being outside, like as if the moment he literally realized there were humans outside the walls,
He was disappointed. And
it
what
was just
moment did he realize that?
only that was the first sentence in his dad's book before he found out if they were bad or good or
So
if
you're
they're trying
saying
to
the moment he saw the picture of his dad, his ex-wife, and his son, he was just disappointed, regardless of the context. He was like, "Oh my God, there's people out there." Even though I know my dad comes from outside the walls,
yeah,
he knew
like
his
what is
dad
that?
came from outside the walls his whole life.
He was disappointed. He could still be disappointed in it.
But he learned. So he learned
Disappointed.
humanity lived outside the walls when he was a little boy. So he's disappointed since then
How did he
from
know?
his dad. His
When did
dad
his
came from
dad tell him?
outside the walls.
But when did his dad tell him that?
He knew from everybody was talking about it all the time that he cured the plague and all that shit.
But that had nothing to do to his realization that he was outside. That he was outside the walls.
He knew, but that's the first. That's really the first time he learned that humanity was outside the wall.
But how did they? How did he? When was that actually expressed that he knew that
I mean,
at all?
everybody was always talking about it. It's hard to believe that he didn't know something that everybody in the whole city knew about his dad, but not him.
But were they saying that he came? But they didn't know
Yes,
as if,
they didn't know where he came from, but they know he came from outside the walls.
no, but he didn't. They didn't know as if there was humanity itself was out there or not.
But his dad is humanity. His dad is a human, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's not humanity itself. He's not. He didn't know that he was out there. When he was a kid, when he told me he was a kid, he knew humanity itself existed outside the walls.
Okay.
Is that what you
I
mean by
guess.
that?
Huh?
Is that what you're saying? Like you saying that he knew humanity itself lived outside the walls when he was a kid?
Yes. He knew his dad came from outside the walls, and he was not disappointed at all.
Okay, but he didn't know humanity itself as a whole without. He didn't know there was literal billions
Yeah,
of
he didn't
people.
know there was literal villages and shit, but he knew that.
He didn't know that.
He knew Reiner and Bert came from outside the walls. Now
Nah,
what?
he didn't know
Yes, he
what
did.
he didn't know what was going on.
But he knew
Like
they came from outside the walls, though. He did know that.
right, but he didn't know it was as if there was a whole humanity
But
that
he knew
existed.
they came from outside the walls, and they said they had a village, and he said they're gonna take Eren back to the village outside the walls. He was not disappointed about that at all.
Nah, bro.
What you mean? No, he wasn't.
He didn't say.
They literally said, "I'm the colossal titan. If you come with us to our village, you go back to us to our hometown. We could avert this crisis." Was he disappointed? He found out humans lived outside the walls right there.
Nah, fine. That's a literal assumption based on that's a literal.
How is that an assumption? They told him.
A literal assumption because, bro,
They didn't tell him. So they didn't tell him that.
Reiner was being. I'm pretty sure that nigga was being cryptic. Wasn't he? He didn't
No,
say.
he straight up said. Well, he said my hometown. He didn't say exactly where he was from, but he said my hometown, my village. He said that there was a society outside the walls that he's gonna take them back to. Where the fuck else he gonna take them?
He didn't say nothing about a society living inside the walls, bro.
Bro, how is it a hometown if it's not a society, my boy?
Bro, he didn't say nothing about it being outside or where. But he didn't say nothing.
It wasn't inside the wall. walls.
Well,
It
you
wasn't
didn't know
inside
that.
the walls. Where else would it be? What do you mean he didn't know that he was taking them away from the walls? They were taking him. He was in the trees talking to them. They were going
Bro,
away. They weren't going
aside,
towards the center.
bro, but aside from that, bro, you
No, you
can't
can't
use that.
aside from that because he knew.
Nah,
He didn't
but he didn't.
care.
That is that is all assumption, bro. You're
What?
assuming the literal moment in the story where you could, for a fact, know
So you
that
telling me
he.
that Eren was too stupid to realize that it was humans outside the walls if Reiner and Bert literally said they're gonna take him to their hometown.
Let me ask you something, bro. All the other niggas, all the other scouts that were there with him, and all that shit. Did any of them say anything about, oh, there's probably humans outside the walls?
I mean,
They
obviously,
saw. Did you
not.
ever
But they're not the
think?
ones who were disappointed. Eren was.
Okay, but I'm asking. I'm saying, but I'm saying that you're saying that Eren should have known. Eren definitely knew that humans had the walls, even with Reiner and all that shit going on. But none of the other niggas who definitely saw Reiner and definitely
They
saw them take.
told Eren these things. They didn't tell anyone else. They told Eren specifically one on one that they wanted to take him. They didn't tell it to everybody else. So how
I
could
know,
they
but
know? How could they
they
know?
didn't. He didn't. But this thing, he didn't. Reiner didn't tell that nigga. If you pull up the season 2 shit right now,
Reiner did tell
and
him, bro.
pull up,
Go back and watch it, bro. He definitely
bro,
told. He definitely one hundred
could
and
you
fifty
could
percent
you
told
pull
him.
it up? Could you pull up that scene when they talked on the fucking wall? That's the moment they were talking, right? Or you talking about when they're in the trees in the woods?
I don't remember if it was on the wall or the trees. It probably was both. To be honest with you,
If you pull up that
I'm
moment in
pretty
the
sure it
tree,
was both. If I
if you
pull up
pull
the
up that
moment in a
moment
tree and they say that, you'll
right
admit you were
now,
wrong.
hey, pull that moment up. Pull that moment up.
You'll admit you were wrong.
Yeah, I'll admit I was wrong
All
that
right. That he
Aaron
found
knew
that
this.
that's the moment he found out because it's not.
Okay, okay,
Let me see.
I will. Yeah, I
Maybe
will.
it's like what chapter is that, y'all? Like 40, 39. Wait,
Because then it's like, all right, he knew way
mm-hmm.
before they read the book that
Yes, he did.
he's inside the walls.
He sure did know that. Okay, this is the chapter where they confess. Let me see. And our Titan, he's a colossal Titan. Our objective was to wipe out the humans within the wall, but there's no need anymore. Eren, if you come with us, we won't touch the wall ever again. I'm telling you to come with us, but we'll think of it as our